I think my balls dropped on that one. How's it going, guys? Welcome to VFG Movie Reviews, and this is my review for Stephen King's It. This is a part of the VFG Movie Reviews Halloween Spectacular 3, The Return. Guys, if you could, give us a like, give us a subscribe, help us grow in 2024. I know I sound like a broken record at the beginning of these reviews, but I gotta do the call to action. I really want to grow. I got some plans, and I need to hit some markers so I can start implementing those plans. But let's get right into this review, guys. Oh, man. I've been wanting to review this movie for so long because Stephen King's It. I'm currently reading the book on Audible. I love this damn movie. This movie is so cool. This was originally a made-for-TV movie. So I will judge based off of that because this isn't a full-fledged movie. This is a TV movie, so lower budget had to do some things. But, man, the cast in this was so good. Richard Thomas, who played Joe Cartwright. Not Joe Cartwright. Little House on the Prairie. I can't remember the character's name right now. Annette O'Toole, Tim Reed, who played Mike Hanlon, Harry Anderson playing Richie Tozier, John Ritter, Dennis Christopher, Richard Marsh, Tim Curry as Pennywise. My God, such a great man. Brandon Clean playing 12-year-old Ben Haskin. Jonathan Brandis playing Bill Denbrough, Adam Frizzell playing Eddie Kasprak, Seth Green playing Richie Tozier, Ben Heller playing Stanley Uris. This movie is fucking amazing. And now the remake is amazing also, don't get me wrong, but this is amazing for what it did, and it changed a bunch of things from the book for this movie. But they kept it good, man. And as much as I do love Bill Skarsgård's portrayal of Pennywise, he is a very different Pennywise than Tim Curry's Pennywise, and I love Tim Curry's Pennywise. It's definitely a psychopathic Bozo the Clown. Little fun fact about me, my boss at one point here in Las Vegas was a very famous clown. His name was Mr. Clown. If I can find a photo, I will put his photo up here. His name was I can't remember. I'll put it down here. God, I can't remember his name. He was a great dude, and I really wish I would have been more at his feet of learning things than being a stupid kid and not doing those things. I wish I had today's mind back when I was growing up, and I probably would have learned everything from that man. Earl Chaney. Earl Chaney was his name. But yeah, so I worked for a very famous clown, and he was a very big fan of Tim Curry as Pennywise. He also hated the Pennywise character because it hurt clowns and everything. And another fun fact, when I worked at the Hard Rock, we used to have the AVN, the Adult Film Network Awards, and the clown porn girls would come into the restaurant all the time that I worked in. And they were sweethearts, and every year we would talk about being a clown because they were clowns, but they were clowns that did porn. And they thought it was cool that my boss was a clown, and I had learned some clowning things from him. It was a cool experience. But going back to this movie, everything in this movie is really good. There's a lot of stuff that they changed. One of the big ones is, and I haven't gotten to this part in the book yet, so I can't really speak on the graphicness of it. All the kids in this movie have sex with Beverly Marsh's character, sealing their friendship and everything. I think it's also them not to be virgins anymore and stuff like that. And I haven't got to that part in the book, and I know every movie has taken it out. They haven't even hinted to stuff like that happens or anything like that, but that was a big thing that they took out. How Georgie dies in this was very cut back. It's way more graphic in the book. I think Pennywise is a little bit more evil than he is in this movie or in the other movie. I think they toned down the evil a lot. Obviously, there's a bunch of racism in the book that they didn't really put in the movies, and completely changing the decade in the remake. Probably helped with that because then they could stay away from stuff like that. But I think this movie is the closest to the book in the sense of the characters, but I think the remake is more to the book in the sense of the violence and everything else. So, I really wish they could just mesh the two and it would probably come close. I want to see a movie where it is literally word for word the book. I would love to see that, and I think it would be good. I mean, obviously, there's parts you have to cut out because it only makes sense in a book format, but that's fine. But I think they really do miss out when they're not doing it from one-to-one from the book. Like Interview with the Vampire, Queen of the Damned, that meshed two books together and did a horrible job with both. I really dug this movie. John Ritter's amazing in it. Richard Thomas, Tim Reed, Harry Anderson, one of my favorite funny men. He's a magician. At one point, I was going to be a magician, and he's really cool. Fame from Night Court. But the tip of the hat is truly to Tim Curry, who just acts his ass off in this movie, does everything just so brilliantly, and on a dime turns into the evil. He'll be yucking it up, and then just bam, he's that evil clown and everything, and I love it. I do love it. One of the things changed from the book, was that Pennywise has babies, and at the end of the book, they spend hours stomping on the egg, but they still don't think they got them all, and that's kind of how Pennywise keeps coming back. It's kind of like a hive mind thing. But, like I said, I dug this movie. This is one of my favorite flicks, and I'm so glad I got to talk about it with you guys. It's so awesome. It really is. Where does this lie on my 5-star review scale? The story is a 4. The cinematography is a 2.5. The characters are a 3.5. The design is a 3, which brings our total to 3.25. Guys, let me know down below. Have you seen Stephen King's It recently? Are you a fan? Everybody's a fan of Tim Curry. If you're not, there's something wrong with you. Let me know in the comments, guys. I'd sure love to have some conversations with you. Give us that like, give us a subscribe, help us grow in 2024, and I will see you in my next review. Bye.